Today I'm going to do an analysis on Bitcoin, where I think it's headed and how we're going to trade it. Let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. So let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the leading crypto. It's the one that we like to really dive in and get an example of. I've got a lot of crypto stuff I want to do in the future. And so I hope that you guys are interested in that, but it can definitely make you money. You know, when I'm looking at my $1 million plan for this year, crypto is going to be a big part of that. It could be my biggest driver. So right now, though, if we're looking at crypto, you know, it's really interesting. We're going to have to highlight this key area because this right here is one of the most important spots right up here. Okay. That is the all-time high. This zone is up here, the all-time high. That's where we're really hoping to see Bitcoin get to, at least this year, maybe more. But let's take a look right where we're at right now. So right now, we've got a zone here. You can see how well it has responded here. Look over here to the left. Zoom up. Look over to the left. Stopped right around here. Stopped here. Okay, couldn't break back up, and then we ended into a huge bear market. Okay, and now, you know, we've moved along for a while, and now we're moving sideways. You can see this area was sideways for a while. Then we moved right back up, and that's kind of what happens with markets. They move, and they go from zone to zone. So right now we have been testing this, but we don't always expect things to go right away. We don't expect it. So we watch and see what happens. Right now, we've got a key level here on Bitcoin, and I am very bullish. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. But if it breaks out below this trend line, I'm thinking that we're going to go lower. Where are we going to go? Well, I think we're probably going to come down here, right? Maybe not quite that low, but that's a possibility. Why? Because we have support over here. We also have this 200 period moving average. So if we break out of here, be ready for that. Now, you're going to notice that it tried to break low, but the bulls stepped in. They stepped in right here. Here is where these bulls stepped in. It was a big crash. We've got a zone right here. So that's just going to be very important that we watch this level now too. Okay. And so we do this analysis because we want to know how we're going to trade. So one idea here is to watch this break lower, and then it can short to the downside. Now, another idea is to see if it comes into this trend line, breaks off of this, and then comes back up. You can trade it back up. There's a lot of room here from 40,000 up to 46. Okay. Now, if it breaks to the top here, then I think we could have a really big run, and we can zoom out. Let's go to a weekly chart to kind of zoom out a little bit. We got a pretty easy run up into this next all-time high. Okay. Now, if it hits the all-time high, the great question is, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? And so one of the things I like to do is see what had happened in the past, right? Where did it go? So the last time we hit an all-time high was over here at 19,000. Okay. And if we run our Fibonacci retracement, which you can do here, run that fib, and we can run it from here to there, it draws potential targets. Okay. Because you can see where it went. Look at where it went. Okay. It's pretty amazing that it went right up into here. Okay. And so this fib, they're not labeled here. I wonder how we can do that. Let's go to the settings and see if we can get those labeled. 0.1, 0.2 values. And there it's showing the values. And it's not, let's take one off. Okay. So it went to the 423. The 361, see that? It went right up into the 423, 361 area. Okay. So that's where it went. Now, let's run the fibs again. Let's run them from this swing high to this swing low and see what we have. Okay, there we go. Now this is where it gets a little bit fun. So here we have, let's run our settings again. And you're going to see, and I wonder why they don't put them on the chart, but the 423 is at 266,000 is the 423. The 361 is 230. So if it goes anywhere at all, like the last bull market when it breaks out of the top, we could get to the 230 and the 266 level. Now, I'm going to link back to a podcast episode I did like in October where I actually predicted that Bitcoin would get to 250,000. And I predicted it in 24, but I don't know. It could be 26, 25, 26. But if we look at what happened before, once it broke out, let's just look at the pattern here. Once it broke out here, let's just go to the past one. It made a nice big down move. Then it went up, tried to make it, then sideways, and then up. Where are we at now? Made a nice big move. Now it's trying to go up. So we could get a rejection right here for quite some time. Okay, we could get some, this could come down, back down to 28, back to 30, sideways, and then break. I mean, it might take some time. And then we'll get the big bull run, right? We never know what's going to happen. That's one of the things that's so important in trading is we just don't know. I have been reading some really good stuff about Bitcoin. I'm going to give a reference to the pump letter and share some of the stuff that I was learning in that because it's really good. I'll just put it in, I'll give that as a resource for people that are interested in crypto. The pump letter, great resource, good information on where crypto could go. Now, I also want to mention here that we don't just have to trade this, right? You can trade this on Coinbase, which is a great way to trade it. You can trade it in Robinhood. You can trade it in this platform that I have right here, which is Webull. We can trade it, but you can also do buy and hold. And I've talked a little bit about that, or even dollar cost averaging. As this thing goes down, you could just buy every week. Buy. $100. If you, and I'll try to find a link to that video, but I talked earlier about if you even put in $5 a day, $5 a day, $5 a day, it just adds up. And then by the time you get down here, it really starts to accelerate. And so while we're low, you can just keep adding. And then Bitcoin becomes a very great way to grow your wealth, to grow your net worth. And so that's kind of where I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I'm looking at doing an analysis on some meme coins on SHIB. I've done a ton of research on it. I'm heavily invested in it. So I wanted to kind of just share what I'm learning. So if that is of interest to you, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts on Bitcoin are. Are you investing in it? Where do you think it's going to go? Just give me some analysis and feedback from what you thought of this video so that I can help you. Remember, my goal is to help create 10 millionaires in this year using this channel. And in order to do that, you're going to see what I'm doing and where I'm investing. And so tomorrow's a big day for me because I'm going to do my first weekly recap of what my trading did for the first week of the year. And it's going to be very interesting. We're going to learn every move that I made for this week. You're going to learn it. So that's one video I want everybody to participate in. And all right, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this analysis and learned something.